My name is Jacqueline McKenna, and I'm currently a freshman at Ramapo College studying to be a teacher. Most children dream of becoming an astronaut, firefighter, a doctor, or maybe even a professional athlete. But ever since I can remember, my dream job has always been a teacher. My aunt, who is a special education teacher, would babysit me during the summer when I was 4 years old. She would show me all the books and toys, yes, I said toys, she used to engage her special ed students. Although I was very young, ever since then, whenever I was asked what I wanted to be, my response would always be a teacher like Aunt Rosemary. In 6th grade, my English teacher was reviewing a book we read the day before we were going to take the exam. I ended up correcting her more than a handful of times, and it got to the point where she jokingly said, "Well, Jackie, why don't you just take my job already?" Of course, trying to be funny, but also because this is what I wanted as a career, I decided to go over the rest of the study guide. In 8th grade, I was introduced to the best teacher I ever had. She taught world history and somehow managed to make one of my least favorite subjects my favorite class of the year. I found myself walking around the halls of the middle school humming songs about the bubonic plague and King Henry VIII. To be honest, I still remember the lyrics pretty well. She was the reason I looked forward coming to school. Her class is most definitely one I will never forget. If I can even be half as good as a teacher as she was, I know I'll be lucky. I believe you just need that one teacher to influence you and make a large enough impact on your life that will make the rest of your schooling experience enjoyable. When I was a sophomore in high school, my sister got her first job as an elementary school teacher, and my entire family was extremely happy and for her. She used her knowledge of me wanting to go into the same profession as an advantage over me. Somehow, I was always asked weekly if I wanted to help her grade her students' tests. If I ever said I was busy, she'd always reply, "Well, isn't this practice for what you want to do in the future?" I mean, I couldn't argue. She was right. But the thing was, I didn't feel like this was a chore or a burden. I didn't mind grading the tests for the 3 classes she taught. I actually enjoyed it. For the past few years, she'll ask me to help whenever I have free time, and being able to see and try to understand the thinking behind their responses has really taught me something that I don't believe I could have ever learned by sitting in a classroom. I find myself constantly asking her about her school days, what she's teaching, and how the students are handling it. I'm able to ask her for help with my homework because she has already gone through the process I'm currently just starting in college. And she's able to ask me for help with the technology she uses in school since she never had the opportunity to take the tech classes that I'm currently enrolled in. I mean, what are sisters for, right? Without her, I don't think I'd be as eager to teach as I currently am. She has shown me how to properly teach others new things without making them feel small. I love showing others how to do something they don't understand. I take pride in paving the way of success for others. I found myself tutoring my cousins in subjects like math and helping them construct outlines for their essays, including, most recently, my cousin's college essay. I would prefer teaching children in elementary school because I believe that is when they are impacted the most, and what I teach them and how I teach them will follow into their later years of schooling. I understand there will be many challenges being a teacher, but truth be told, it will all be worth it. January senior year of high school, my basketball coach invited some of the seniors to come to her kindergarten class and read books to them. 3 of us went, and we were able to pick 1 book each. I picked Dr. Seuss' Oh, the Places You'll Go. Being able to stand in front of a class, even though it was only full of 6-year-olds, I knew this is what I wanted to do. This is exactly where I wanted to be in the future. Everyone says they want to make a difference in the world, but I truly believe that teachers have the greatest chance of doing just that. They have the power of showing the next generation of students what is truly important in the world and how to make things that seem boring actually be exciting. I want to be the type of teacher who makes learning fun and interesting. I would love to be a teacher who could portray the concept of spreading knowledge as beneficial and nearly necessary. Setting goals for myself has always helped me stay motivated and focused in life. Once I have accomplished my final step to becoming a teacher, my future goal would be to actually become an excellent teacher. I believe making a difference in the life of a child is at the heart of every teacher. An excellent teacher is not just someone who explains, not just someone who just demonstrates. An excellent teacher is someone who inspires, who goes the extra mile. An excellent teacher can take any individual and make them believe, truly believe, that their hopes and dreams are within their reach. As a teacher, I would want to create an environment that is good for learning and one that engages each student and gets them excited to learn. I would also accommodate each individual student according to their needs. I want to encourage students to be the very best they can be and make sure they're always trying their hardest. I have spoken to many people who have all different kinds of jobs. I'm told as you get older, most people begin to dread coming into work every day. I never want that to happen to me. I never want to hate the profession I chose or hate waking up to go somewhere that I don't want to be. I want to love my job. I want to be excited to walk through the doors and not be counting down the hours until it's time to leave. I firmly believe that teaching will be that job for me. I know I will look forward to class and seeing my students each day. I understand that my personal teaching style will change as I draw on my own strengths, skills, and experiences. But I want my children to learn in a safe and comfortable environment that will increase their self-esteem. A high self-esteem will enable them to strive for and accomplish any goals they set for themselves. As a teacher, I will play a part in helping them to do that. I will have the privilege of shaping future parents, doctors, scientists, astronauts, and even future teachers. For all of these reasons, I ask myself, what better job could there be? I want to make my students wonder, question, and think critically not only about what they're learning, but also about the world. There are many reasons why I want to be a teacher. My list can go on and on. I'm extremely excited and looking forward to being able to do what I love for the rest of my life.